with a high of 40. Overnight low 10 above. Yesterday's high was 43. 3 inches of snow on top of just a little bit of ice over yesterday. Currently, humidity is at 75%. Winds are out of the northwest at 6 miles an hour. Pressure at 30.56. Right now, sunshine and 10 above here at the WFIW Radio Studios east of Fairfield. Do want to remind you, Illinois Eastern Community College campuses are closed today. That includes Frontier Community College, and all area school districts have been closed today because of the snow as well. Complete list of cancellations available at our website at WFIWradio.com.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Not bad. Gene Kolak was supposed to be here. We did not want him to take his life into his hands, or for that matter, drive his Harley out here on the ice. So we will reschedule Gene. Got out here about 4:30 with all of you guys, anticipating that we were going to have some real issues. As it turned out, it went pretty smooth because some really brilliant work by our school superintendents. Got a message like at 8 o'clock last night from Julie Harrelson, who was essentially speaking for all the Wayne County superintendents, and then David Cowger from Edwards County. And so it was over with just like that.
Yeah.
And I talked this morning because I got to tell you something.
The roads are pretty bad.
Yeah, I had a difficult time. I've got, of course, an old pickup with back-wheel drive, but I was all over the road trying to get out here this morning before sunrise. And I got a chance to talk to Dennis Seidel. He's the Wayne County road engineer.
Dennis, could you tell us a little bit as an overview as far as the conditions of the roads in Wayne County?
Well, I can speak for the county highways. County highways are probably pretty slick.
I imagine it's rather difficult since there's sort of a sheet of ice underneath what snow we got.
Right, and the temperature, if it doesn't get above freezing today, it hurts a little bit. But sunshine will help if the sun comes out and will shine most of the day. That will assist us a little bit in getting some of the snow and ice off the road.
Have there been any particular places that have been bad this morning?
None that I'm aware of. I mean, not any spots that are worse than any others.
Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, I mean,
Take care.
Really nothing specific. Last night I was sitting in my man cave and listening, and I mean, one after another semis on 64 and 57 were going off the roadway, so it was worse specifically
little
to
south and west of us. Yeah,
absolutely. So there you go. There's an update on the weather and the road conditions. What I need, my old pickup. What I need is I need you and Tom to both sit on the wheel wells. That would press it down.
Yeah.
When I go back into town. You think you can handle that?
I think we could. I got my hat and gloves with me today.
Good.
You know what you need to do?
What's that?
Some of the you can probably get them at some stores here in Fairfield. Big old sandbags.
I used to do that all the time.
Sandbags,
yeah. And then you use them. You put them in there at the beginning of the season, which I got to be honest with you.
Nobody expected this.
Did we just completely lose out on fall or what?
There was no fall. Well, I think we had a couple of days of fall.
It just seemed
we had a weekend of Indian summer.
It seemed like it just was totally fleeting.
I think this weekend it may be more like fall.
Well, I hope you're right.
Well, I mean, look at the temps. Okay, starting Thursday. I mean, we're looking at 40, and 42 for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So
that's not bad.
That's not too bad.
No, I'm like, boy, I would have loved to have been in a tree this morning. It would have been cold, but it would have been fun, I think.
Yeah. Well, you can do that tomorrow morning if you
No. I'm not going to do that.
Too cold tomorrow morning?
Yeah, no, I just don't have time.
Oh, okay.
I need to be here. So, you got some stuff to share, or you want me to go right into the bucket o' bunk?
Well, I not really. There wasn't really much going on last night.
All right. Well, no, not really.
Outside of just watching.
Did you think I was
the snowfall?
Oh, well, let me just ask you honestly. You think I was too hard on Mater Dei this morning?
No. Nope, not at all.
That you had the same feeling?
I had the same feeling. They were kind of.
Be careful.
arrogant.
Okay. Well, there you go. You just said it.
That's about the nicest way I can put it.
All right. Well, we've said that.
We want the bunk.
You'll get it
Give us the bunk.
right now. Oh, that's tasty. My coffee, I'm trying some non-caffeine hazelnut that my wife didn't want.
Is that
So
a
I brought it out
cappuccino
here.
or something?
Yeah, it's pretty tasty. I'm sure hope it
Hazelnut
didn't.
cappuccino.
Yeah, you might try some.
I might do that.
It's pretty nice. All right, birthdays today. Grace Kelly.
Princess
Princess
Kelly.
Grace, yeah. She died in 1982 at the age of 52. She was the Princess of Monaco. She married Prince Rainier in 1956. Her acting career,
Ended in 1956.
well, actually it ended long before that because
Yeah.
the prince didn't let her come over here and do movies.
Much of anything, yeah.
She had a brilliant 10-year acting career starting in about 1950 at the age of 20. And she consistently had leading men that were much older than she was, geezers, if you know what I mean. She broke in John Ford's Mogambo with Clark Gable and Ava Gardner. That's a pretty good way to be able to get started, I would think. 1954, the Academy Award was given to her for a movie called The Country Girl. She did High Noon in 1952, a great movie.
Yeah.
She did High Society in 1956 with Bing Crosby. 3 Hancock thrillers with Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart. Can you imagine the lineup that she had waiting to do work with her?
Yeah. That's impressive.
3 kids, Princess Caroline, Princess Stephanie. Since her passing in 82, they appear to be a mess. And Prince Albert in a can. You know that was coming. Car crash occurred when she was 52. She went down a 120-foot embankment in her Range Rover with her daughter, who was injured enough that she couldn't make the funeral. But they think she might have had a minor stroke before the accident.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So that's Grace Kelly, born this day in 1929. Neil Young is 73 today.
Got a new album coming out, doesn't he?
He's prolific. He continues to crank out the music. He is Canadian, formed Buffalo Springfield in the 1960s
The Buffalo Springfield.
with Stephen Stills. And that's when they decided to chuck it in 1969 and form.
Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young.
That's right. He has a signature tenor voice. When you hear Neil Young, you know it's Neil Young.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Very distinctive. He's called the Godfather of Grunge.
Okay, well, I can understand that.
He has he's been a director of many films as well.
I did not know that.
Yes, he has a different name, Bernard Shaky. That's the name. That's the name he uses when he directs. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a couple of times with Buffalo Springfield, as well as CSNY, and as a solo performer. He is married, divorced to an actress, Carrie Snodgrass. They had a son, Zeke. Then they were divorced. He met a waitress, married her, had 2 kids, divorced her. And then he married, and his current wife is Daryl Hannah. That happened in 2018.
From Splash.
She was
She
the
didn't
mermaid.
do much after Splash,
No, she
did
didn't.
she?
Now she was a partner with Jackson Brown, if I'm not mistaken. I think they were.
Yeah, for a lot of years. I think you're right.
And then that ended. And
Then Neil Young came along.
so she likes rock stars. I
Yeah,
don't think either one of us would have had a chance.
probably not.
No. Not that we need to, because we have 2 wonderful wives,
That's right.
don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Tanya Harding was born on this date in 1970. Tanya Harding could perform out front of the studio this morning.
She could.
That is an ice rink.
Yes, it is.
Here's the thing. We had to park up on the hill and slide down on our butts practically to get down here to the radio station because the person who normally comes and pushes the ice off of our...
And salts the driveway. Had an accident this morning and could not make it in.
So Tanya could be performing right now out front. She could do
Now, what is she doing?
a triple sow cow.
A triple sow cow with a bat to the knee or what?
Well, of course, that's the real story. She's a former figure skater. She was also a boxer at one time, a professional boxer, and a reality show star.
All rolled up into one.
Yes. Yes. Straight from a trailer court near Washington, Seattle, Washington.
Now, come on. It's a trailer park.
Yes, of course. It's a modular home development.
It's a trailer house lot.
Anyway, nonetheless, she's had 3 spouses, including Jeff Gillooly. You remember him?
He's the guy who hit Nancy Kerrigan in the knees.
Kerrigan, actually, took a pipe to her knee. So anyway, she dropped out of high school, by the way, to meet that guy. She married him. She dropped out of high school to devote her time to training and married Jeff Gillooly. She's been married 3 times now. And between 1991 and 1994, she was the U.S. champ, a 2-time Olympian. In January 1994, her ex-husband... Yes, I do.
I think it was one of those. May have been Justin Bieber or something.
She could have just whooped his butt.
I bet.
They beat him until Sunday. 2014, she had 2 TV documentaries done on her life. 2018, she was on Dancing with the Stars.
Did she break anybody's knees?
She didn't win.
Did she orchestrate somebody breaking somebody's knees?
I don't think so.
Okay.
This date, November 12th, in 1920, Judge Kennesaw Mountain Landis elected the first commissioner of the American and National Leagues. He had a lot to clean up.
He certainly did after the Black Sox scandal.
1933, in Philadelphia, the first Sunday football game was played. That was not cool up till that time.
No, it was not.
Can you imagine a Sunday, excuse me while I take some of that really good hazelnut. Can you imagine a Sunday without NFL football now? I don't enjoy it. I don't watch it, but it's a standard now.
I watch it every once in a while.
1942, during this date in World War II, naval battle of Guadalcanal began between Japanese and American forces. The Americans won a major victory. 1946, the first drive-up banking facility opened at the Exchange National Bank in Chicago. First time you could drive up and grab the canister and shoot it through a tube back
and then
over.
Forget to put it back in the tube and drive
away
without it.
1951, Ellis Island, the immigration station in New York, closed after processing more than 20 million immigrants since 1982, including my great-grandfather and great-grandmother. You have a call?
Nope.
Okay. 1979, U.S. President Carter ordered a halt to all imports from Iran in response to 63 Americans being taken hostage. Now, there was a report yesterday that Jimmy Carter is going to be going through brain surgery here in the next day or 2.
I hate to hear that.
Yeah, he's had a number of falls, and they need to go in to be able to relieve some of the bleeding, apparently. Mm-hmm. So anyway, our best and our prayers to former President Jimmy Carter. 1976, in music history, Queen's single Somebody to Love was released in the UK.
And now they're using it for Grubhub commercials. You seen that?
Well, they're making money then.
Yeah.
1987, Sly Stone was arrested for non-payment of child support when he arrived an hour late for his comeback concert in L.A.
And that concert was canceled.
It was. I've got a question of the day that we put up yesterday. It got a lot of response, and I'm really surprised by the result. The question is, have you bought bread and milk anticipating winter weather? Well, we'll see if you did or not when we come back on Morning Coffee.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused.
Hi, this is Heidi Atterbury with People's National Bank. Are you interested in reducing fraud and monitoring your spending anytime, anywhere? Would you like to get an alert when purchases are made or cash is withdrawn on your account? People's National Bank, powered by Visa, can help by customizing real-time text and email alerts to fit your needs. Register your Visa card at peoplesnationalbank.com or stop by your local branch today. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Get on target with Ultra Products. With over 47 years of experience as a full-line archery store, they have all your hunting needs, including bows by Elite PSE, Bear, Diamond, crossbows by Raven, Mission, Barnett, 10-Point, Horton, and Excalibur, ammo, tree stands, clothing, mug boots, and much more. Call them at 842-5796 or hunt for them 2 miles north of the Fairfield Huts, behind the White House with the white fence. Open 8:30 to 6 weekdays and 8 to 12 on Saturdays.
Farming. It's genetics. What you're made of. It's agronomy, local knowledge, and having the tools to put the right product in the right place. It's service, built on trust, grit, and determination. Because what it takes to make the best product is a lot like what it takes to make a farmer. Golden Harvest, rooted in genetics, agronomy, and service.
Grow with Golden Harvest Seed through the Golden Advantage program. 0% interest on extended terms. Contact your seed advisor today.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when Richard Nixon began his second term as president and told us,
"We today have concluded an agreement to end the war and bring peace with honor in Vietnam."
Former President Lyndon Johnson died at 64. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of abortions. Miami wrapped up a perfect season by beating the Redskins in Super Bowl VII. Bonanza ended 13 years on the tube. And here's what was new on the radio.
Daddy's home. Do you wanna dance? But don't let me be lonely tonight. So don't expect me to be your friend.
I guess anybody can have a love, Charles.
Why can't we live together? On the cover of the Rolling Stone. Babe, what would you say? We're gonna get high, gonna drink off a crocodile rock.
Got it yet? Well, the answer and a hunk of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Swing by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and take advantage of these great deals. They have just what you need for all your holiday baking needs. 18-count large eggs at 99 cents. A gallon of whole milk $1.79. 4-pound sugar or 5-pound bag of flour $1.59. And 8 ounces package of cream cheese 99 cents. Prices are good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store, West Main in Fairfield.
January 1973. You're so vain.
Carly Simon and You're So Vain, the top song of January 1973. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Let the Carnaby girls guide you through the simple journey of creating the perfect charm jewelry that tells a story, expresses a sentiment, or makes a style statement. So many new designs plus Christmas charms have arrived. Brighton's Charm Bracelet promo includes a Joy to the World and Snowflake charm free with a $50 purchase at the Brighton Charm Bar or Amulet collection of charms, beads, or spacers. Carnaby's popular Lucky Bird Christmas tees have arrived. Check out their Facebook page for all the cool new designs. Come see the Carnaby fashion team. Open late on Thursdays and 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday.
A couple of additional closings and cancellations to bring your way. Mama Bear's Four Seasons Crafts in downtown Fairfield is going to be closed today. And also, the Wainwright office in Enfield is closed today. The Fairfield office is open.
And I just drew that spot. I guarantee you, if Christy has to get a dog team to be able to get her to the
she'll
store,
be there.
She'll be there. I guarantee it. Today's the day to go and buy at Carnaby Square because Christy will be there. I promise.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, I was going to ask Mike if you see the commercial on TV advertising groups on Facebook.
What?
The one they show is for people who have basset hounds.
Yes, I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it. It's a great commercial, and my grandkids go crazy every time they see it. Yes,
I love that song back. I love the song "Back in Baby's Arms."
Yes, yes. Oh gosh. Well, we had a wonderful time at the Veterans Day Parade. Thank you for calling.
All right, thanks.
We had a wonderful day. Had our 5 Bassets, the Bassett Brigade, and I think it's going to grow. I'll be honest with you, Mark. There's people that. So, those are cute dogs. I think I might get one. I would love to have 12 Basset Hounds do that regularly on parades. We just have a wonderful time, and the dogs do too.
If you got 13 Bassets in the parade, it would be a Bassett's dozen.
Well put. All right, the question of the day. Have you bought bread and milk in anticipation of winter weather? We asked that yesterday afternoon, and look what we got overnight.
Yeah.
89% of the people said no.
Really?
How did those... We did a report yesterday.
How did they survive?
Eggs, too. We had a report yesterday from Save-A-Lot, and they said over the weekend they cleaned the shelves of bread. They had to bring in a shipment of milk and bread and eggs to have it for yesterday morning.
A semi-truckload, no less.
Well, people said here, we had lots of comments. Good for a few days. Yes, I bought bread and milk, but not because of the winter weather. Renee said, I moved here from Florida. I never rushed out for anything. Doris said, I now live in New England, and they're worse here than they are in Illinois about going out and getting.
Oh.
So there you go. We had.
So it's everywhere, not just Illinois.
No.
I thought it was just an Illinois thing, but it's everywhere.
We had over 2,000 people look at that question, and we had over 334 votes. Can you believe that?
Wow.
And 89% said no, they did not go out and get bread and milk.
Man. Well, social media is abuzz today, not just with pictures of the snowfall and everything, but apparently there was a meteor that was spotted streaking across the sky in the St. Louis area last night.
Really?
Yeah, the bright light was accompanied by what some described as a loud boom.
It's too early for Santa, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a number of videos of the apparent
They don't know
meteor
where
that
it
had been
landed?
posted on. No, I think it was just streaking across the sky, so it
Oh, it
probably
didn't-
landed out. I don't know if it was going whichever direction it was going, but
Isn't that interesting?
it is. Are we sure though it was a meteor?
It might have been.
Was it a UFO?
Might have been a Black Hawk helicopter.
Every once in a while, you get reports of UFOs flying through the St. Louis area. Remember that one? What was
Yes,
that,
you do.
About 5-6 years ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is a hot spot for that.
Yeah, seems to be anyway.
Especially during the holiday season when people have a load on.
Oh, you mean a snootful?
A snootful. Did you hear
People
this
from
from
Breeze?
No, don't go there. I told you about being at
Yes.
Casey's and
Where's the beer?
Where's the beer? Well, we don't have any. I said Nate's is down there on the left before you get to the interstate, dude. I helped you out, Nate. I helped you out. I need a commission, dude, over what happened on Saturday. MSNBC's weekend host Joy Reid. Listen to this now. She diminished Thanksgiving as a, quote, food holiday, end of quote, and a problematic history. Okay? Many Native Americans see Thanksgiving as an embellished narrative of pilgrims and natives looking past their differences. But a professor from the University of Texas at Austin said, one indication of moral progress in the United States would be the replacement of Thanksgiving Day and its self-indulgent family feasting with a National Day of Atonement, accompanied by self-reflective collective fasting. What do you think? Can you get behind that?
You know, as long as we, hey, let's just do this. Let's make Thanksgiving Day the National Day of Gluttony. We'll do Friday as the National Day of Shopping to excess.
You don't understand. There must be atonement. There must be atonement. And feast. The feasting that we do is got to be replaced by fasting. No feasting, fasting. That's what we must do. Isn't that incredible?
Is that a misprint? Is there supposed to be an E in there somewhere?
No.
Okay.
No. He said Thanksgiving Day, and its self-indulgent family feasting needs to be replaced with a National Day of Atonement, accompanied by self-reflective collective fasting. Holy moly, where are we going?
Oh, man. Man, you see what happened on Jeopardy last night?
No.
Yeah.
Alex Trebek still there?
Yeah. Contestant just about made everyone cry last night, including Alec Trebek.
Did he have to give her more money or something?
Well, during the annual Tournament of Champions last night, contestant Drew Garr wrote, quote, "We heart you, Alex," instead of a Final Jeopardy answer.
Did not give an answer at all.
Did not give an answer at all. The jester nearly brought Trebek to tears as he continues to fight with pancreatic cancer.
We're at stage 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Garr at first appeared stumped by the question during the Final Jeopardy, and instead of not answering at all, he decided to write a kind message for the beloved television host.
Well, I think it's,
Yeah. Trebek first revealed his cancer diagnosis back in March. That is so cool.
It is. Have you seen, are you aware of the alleged insult towards people like you and me?
Is it the OK Boomer thing?
Yeah. Are you aware of it?
Yeah. Big deal.
They did that. That occurred to William Shatner, the captain of the Starship Enterprise.
He's not a boomer.
No, he was born in 1931, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's
not. He's almost a part of the Greatest Generation.
He's close.
Yeah,
because he would have been
young.
Yeah, he would have been
too young to go
early. Too young to go to war.
Somebody gave him the OK Boomer thing. The genesis of that is New Zealand. There was a
25-year-old. You telling us about that?
25-year-old lawmaker, and she's talking about climate change, and she's interrupted by like a guy that looks like me, and her dismissive comment was OK Boomer. Okay, well, I personally don't find that terribly offensive. That's what I am. I'm a baby boomer.
What should be more offensive is the fact that he interrupted this person during their speaking. That should be more offensive.
I agree, but why would you make that into a generational thing? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing as, she could have said, "Okay, old timer, let's just move on to something else."
Essentially, that's what she was saying.
Yeah, that's what she was saying,
yes.
Basically. Yeah. She just came up with a new creative way to say it.
So there you go. I'm sure that's going to end up in a commentary somewhere. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Go ahead. I'm just...
Smoky Mountain Christmas kicks off down in Dollywood. Have you ever been down there?
I have been to Dollywood.
Do you like it?
Well, I mean, as long as I've got, kids and grandkids.
Pigeon Forge.
I wouldn't want to go... Yeah, Pigeon Forge. I wouldn't want to go just by myself,
They've got more than 5 million lights, frozen decorations, Christmas entertainment, holiday food, and more. Dollywood has been awarded the best theme park Christmas event by Amusement Today for the past 12 years. I've been down to Silver Dollar City during this time. They've got plenty of lights as well.
Mm-hmm.
But Pigeon Forge sounds like it's the place to be.
Yeah, I think so. So Disney has a new streaming service.
Okay.
Launches today. Disney Plus will offer hundreds of Disney-related movies and television series for $6.99 a month.
$6.99 a month.
Lineup includes...
You just get Disney films? That's it?
Well, just Disney programming.
All Disney all the time.
Lineup includes everything from classic animated features such as Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to a huge collection of Marvel cartoons, movies, and almost every Star Wars movie.
Really?
Yeah, Vaughn has probably already signed up.
Oh, they won
for
that,
it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Disney CEO Bob Iger says nearly every movie from the Disney catalog will eventually be available on Disney+. Subscribers can also opt for a monthly $12.99 bundle that includes Disney+, Hulu, and ESPN+.
Now, that might not be a bad deal.
No, that would not be a bad deal.
Hulu has all of the TV shows,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
By the way, we finished. We finished Jack Ryan.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
we did it.
Don't you love that one?
I love that. That's on Amazon. If you, those of you that have Amazon Prime because of the fact that you want some reduced rates as far as the shipping, it's probably a pretty good deal if you get a lot of things shipped to you.
But you can get a lot of stuff on Amazon Prime TV.
We don't have Netflix. The only one we have is Amazon Prime.
I have both.
We don't.
That's because nobody's paying for it for you anymore.
You're
too cheap to shell out the.
I'll take the hit for that, even though I'm trying to tell you it's not all me.
Ah, okay. All right.
If I say anything more, I'll be at Christie's today because I know she's there, and I'll be buying. Did you see about the New Jersey Country Club that's suing one of its waiters? He spilled wine on a member's $30,000 handbag. I'm sure it was a Brighton. Speaking of Christmas.
Yeah.
Alpine Country Club member Mariana Baden sued the club in October in effect to correct the issue, but the club is now suing her back to try to get that waiter to pay for damages. The attorney said that they never meant for the liability to fall on the waiter, and they're appalled at the latest turn of events. Can you imagine a $30,000 hand purse?
I can't imagine anything costing me $30,000 outside.
Well, I'd be driving it. I'd be driving it. I wouldn't be carrying it around on my.
Well, yeah, that's true.
On my shoulder.
That's true. So California is the land of political correctness anymore. It seems like.
Do they feast or fast
now,
during
that
Thanksgiving?
I don't know. Well, they probably will be fasting after you hear this one.
Okay.
More cities in California now implementing a ban in the name of climate change on gas stoves.
Gas stoves, like natural
gas stoves.
Really?
I thought natural gas was clean burning.
Well, it's a lot cleaner than some of the alternatives. Let's put it that way.
All right. It applies to new construction beginning next year. The ban does. The idea of going all electric is also being considered in Massachusetts, Oregon, and Washington State, and soon probably Illinois.
Well, yeah, because we always follow California.
Got to jump on the bandwagon.
But let me just ask this. They have rolling outages in California now. What happens when you get rid of all the gas heaters?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Well, you're not going to get rid of all of them. It's only a ban on new construction. So if you're building a new home, everything's got to be all electric.
Still, they don't have the capacity.
No,
so I don't understand why they're doing that.
Experts say the ban will not only create a cleaner environment, but lead to fewer health problems.
More TV news. Sean Spicer, remember him, the former White House press secretary?
Yeah.
He's the latest to get the boot on ABC's Dancing with the Stars. The last dance came Monday night, a foxtrot to Destiny Child's Bills, Bills, Bills. That was the name of the song. He had consistently been running among the lowest scores in the competition, but fan votes had kept him alive. It wasn't enough.
Okay,
on
so
Monday night.
Last night.
Yeah. What'd you watch?
Well, watched a couple episodes of the show on Fox called Prodigal Son.
Oh.
All right, but during one of the commercial breaks, they had a promo for one of their new shows coming up.
And that was?
Flirty Dancing.
Flirty?
Flirty Dancing.
We talking
Instead of
suggestive
dirty dancing?
Yeah, suggestive.
No, flirty dancing. They match up two people on a blind date, and they teach them to do a dance routine.
Huh. Well, that would be a way to meet somebody. Huh.
Isn't that dandy? Isn't that?
You know what I did last night? I sat there while she watched Holiday Bake Off on the Food Channel.
Oh, the Holiday Baking Championships?
Yeah, she's just totally consumed by it.
Huh.
I mean, it was fun to watch, but
okay.
I don't know if I could do that every night.
Speaking of food news.
Yeah.
All right. Scientists now say there could be a genetic reason, instead of just being a picky eater, to hate vegetables. They've revealed a new study of an annual
I saw that.
Meeting of the American Heart Association. Seems some people are sensitive to the bitter taste found in such vegetables as broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. New study finds this makes them almost 3 times as likely to eat fewer vegetables than those without the bitter gene.
Didn't they make it sound okay? So it's because of my folks didn't like vegetables, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a genetic thing.
It's in your genetic thing, yeah.
Well, I didn't get a lot of vegetables. Did you get a lot of vegetables when you were growing up?
I had a
Did you
few.
eat them? I mean, I would mess around with them. I would move them around the plate, make it look like I ate them.
I'm not a big vegetable guy. There are certain vegetables that I will just eat them like candy.
Yeah.
You know.
Just
But
got
other ones, I mean, I have no use for them.
I just got a message from Ben, a morning coffee idea. I made my usual morning coffee this morning. As I poured it in my mug, I remembered that I was completely out of creamer. But I had an idea that led to a wonderful conclusion. I put a couple of spoonfuls of Swiss Miss hot chocolate mix in my coffee, and it turned out to be amazing. So,
Really?
for cold weather like this, he suggests trying it just once. I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Now, here's a thing.
There's a morning coffee tip.
Yeah, here's a tip for you, too. When you make hot chocolate, instead of like marshmallows and stuff, put a couple of scoops of ice cream in there.
You're decadent.
Oh, yeah.
You're decadent.
Oh, yeah. It's good stuff, man.
Wow. Yeah, I just saw the vegetable story. I was looking at other things. There's a story out of Colorado where police say they arrested a man who was hiding heroin in his dog's jacket. Officers in Pueblo pulled over 28-year-old Aaron Brown for driving a car without legal license plates. However, they say during the traffic stop, they arrested Brown on several active warrants, and they found a dog inside the car. The dog is said to have been wearing a small jacket with a container full of black tar heroin inside. I mean, did you see?
My dog did it.
Tom Levine joining us prior to doing trivia. Yeah, well, here's the thing: we had an Army vest on Cletus during the parade.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to tell him, get off the horse, buddy.
So did he? He didn't have.
That's how you get
black
him to
dust
walk that
heroin
long.
in there. He had Tootsie Rolls in there, didn't he?
He sucked up, not just Tootsie Rolls, little tiny Snickers. Let me tell you something. He satisfied him. He's like a Hoover vacuum along the parade route. Cletus loved being behind folks that were throwing out candy because he was going to siphon it up. So,
all right.
What we have in the way of questions, trivia questions. You're the guy today, right?
Oh, yeah. I've got easy.
Tom, anything you can share with us as to you've been running around here? Anything going on that we need to share with our audience?
Not a whole lot. We've got on the New Hope Summersville.
Yep, got that.
I figured out why I can't add things to the cancellation list, so that was good.
It was me.
No, it wasn't you. It was apparently me.
Oh.
You were on 2 different computers, weren't you?
No, it's a password issue.
Ah,
you need a password to enter it, and it has my old password.
Oh, okay.
So I had to remember what my old password is.
By the way, people did a wonderful job of just going to the webpage instead of calling us out here this morning, so we really appreciate that.
Yeah. And it was nice that the colleges all canceled at the same time.
That never happens. I
Never.
can tell you, I was the president of that college 6 years. We took 1 day off. In fact, I was going to go get that sign in front of that convenience store that said, we never close,
We
and
never
put it
close.
out front there.
All right.
Well, what's funny about it is I got the text from the college, and then the president of Alney called. He said, "Did you get the message that we're closed?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've got that message." Well, maybe 5 minutes later, Jay Edgren calls. "Did you get the message we're closed?" And I was like, "Yeah, we did." He's like, "Okay, just checking." And I was like, "Okay."
They're all closed.
They're all closed.
Are we ready?
Yes. What's
Ready
the
for some
category?
trivia? It's just a little bit of anything.
Potpourri.
Anything and everything.
All right.
All right. Number 1. In which sport would you perform the Fosbury Flop?
Oh, I know it.
Number 2. Spinach is high in what mineral?
Okay, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
What's a Geiger counter used to detect?
Okay.
What type of dog has breeds called Scottish, Welsh, and Irish?
I think I get it.
Oh, good. I'm glad you do.
Who is known as the Maid of Orleans?
The Maid of Orleans.
The Maid of Orleans.
What was Muhammad Ali's real name?
I know that.
Yeah.
Which Roman emperor
My wife's
supposedly
related to him.
fiddled while Rome burned?
I can do that too.
Uh-huh. Which crime-fighting cartoon dog has the initials SD on his collar?
SD on his collar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. SD.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Number 9, what's the total number of dots on a pair of dice?
Oh, I'd have to count them.
And according to the old proverb, to which European capital city do all roads lead?
Which European capital city
Uh-huh.
to all roads lead?
All roads lead to.
All right, I got a guess. All right. I think that's going to do it for right now. We'll come
There
back
you
and give
go.
you the answers and give you an opportunity.
And
to...
we'll also run down all the cancellations for you right after
good.
weather.
All right.
My two boys are quite the pair. Last week, they decided to see who could do the best dive into a giant pile of leaves. Let's just say I'm glad we have a family plan from Health Alliance. I know we're all covered if anything happens. They also offer free virtual visits, so I can hop on my phone with a doctor instead of waiting at the ER. Need coverage for your family? Then get insurance for real life. Get Health Alliance. Find your plan at healthalliance.org/plans.
Hi everyone, I'm your closet. I am stuffed to the max. How many shirts can one person need and who needs this many shoes? I get it, it's all about looking good, but do you really need to keep the shirt you wore in 8th grade? I mean, think of it this way. If you do clean me out, you can shop more, so it's a win-win. Just remember, shop Fairfield first and look for great finds at CDC's new to you.
Here's what's going on Friday, November the 15th. There will be a large toy auction benefiting Christmas for Kids in the North Wayne area at the Community Center in Sisney on Friday, November 15th. It starts at 6 p.m. There will be a large variety of new brand name toys available. There will also be Christmas decor, housewares, bedding, candy, and more. Concessions will be available of barbecue and chicken and noodles. And if you need more information, call 838-2082. Also on Friday, November 15th, the Wayne City Ruritan Club will be hosting their monthly Pinochle Party. It starts at 6:30 in the Wayne City Community Building.
Did you know that the Wayne County Historical Society has been working to preserve local history since 1953? Did you know that the Society operates 2 local museums? That it opens the Olive Branch School and the City Park during the summer? That it preserves thousands of documents and photographs and artifacts, all connected directly to Wayne County's people, places, and events? Did you know that their work is done with dues and contributions, not tax dollars? Check out the Society's Facebook page. Be a member. Don't let local history be a mystery.
The Big Deal Store has a great deal on Bopple's Home Furnishing certificates. Pick one up and get a great value on top quality furniture at Bopple's Home Furnishing in McLeansboro on the south side of the square.
All right, your Fairfield area weather forecast. Sunshine today, high 25. Clear tonight, low 8 above. Partly sunny, 35 tomorrow. For Thursday, partly cloudy, high 40. And for Friday, sunshine, high of 40. Overnight low was 10 above. Yesterday's high was 43. That came early in the day yesterday. 3 inches of snowfall on top of a little bit of ice, so the roads are slick out there as you head out. Humidity at 67%, winds from the northwest at 9 miles an hour, and the pressure at 30.59. Sunshine right now, we've got 12 at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. And do want to remind you also about the radar. It's perfectly clear. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois. All right, here's your cancellations and closings for today. All Illinois Eastern Community College campuses are closed. That includes Frontier Community College. Johnsonville Elementary Veterans Day program has been canceled. Today's FCHS College and Career Fair is canceled. Fairfield First Christian Church Preschool closed today. Little Prairie Preschool in Albion closed. The FMH Matter of Balance graduate exercise has been canceled. Next class is Thursday. Clothesline in Fairfield closed. Farmers Packing in Albion closed. Compassion Pregnancy Center in Fairfield closed. Feed My Sheep Soup Kitchen in Fairfield is closed. Edwards County and Wayne County Senior Centers are closed. The flu shot clinic at the Grayville Senior Center has been postponed till next Tuesday. And also, New Hope Summersville Junior High Boys Basketball canceled tonight. Sisney Wayne City Junior High Boys Basketball tonight canceled. Wayne White office in Enfield is closed. Also, well, the office in Fairfield is open today.
You know, I just got something on my phone. This is big news, and I'm sure I'll have more details about it. Fairfield Memorial Hospital is announcing a groundbreaking ceremony for its expansion project. We've been waiting for this for some time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be coming up on Wednesday, November 20th at 10 a.m. on the front lawn. Let's hope it's not ice that they have to break through to be able to get to the terra firma. But
All right.
Big news.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
All right. Number one, in which sport would you perform the Fosbury Flop?
That's high jumping.
That is correct.
Wow.
Yes. It was named after a guy who did it. You jump with your back over the top of the bar.
Yep.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's Bob Fosbury or somebody like that.
Number two, spinach is high in which mineral?
Iron.
Iron.
Okay.
Correct. What does a Geiger counter use to detect?
I was going to say uranium.
Radiation.
Radiation. There we
Well,
go.
that's uranium, isn't it? Can you guys give me a break on that?
Which
Right.
type of dog has breeds called Scottish, Welsh, and Irish?
I was going to say setter, but
Corgi.
Terrier is
Terrier.
correct.
That's that from the peanut gallery.
All right. Who was known as the Maid of Orleans?
Who was known as the Maid of Orleans? I don't know. Is that anything out there?
Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc.
Look at that.
Good job.
All right. Give me Muhammad Ali's first birth name.
Go ahead.
Cassius Clay.
Uh-huh. Who
Related
fiddled
to my wife.
Who fiddled while Rome... Wait a minute. Related to
Yeah.
your wife?
Cassius Clay?
Yeah, my wife was a Clay.
Okay.
Oh, and he was from Clay County too, right?
No, but they have a genealogical chart, and it does have Muhammad Ali on it.
Son of a gun.
Wow. That's
Didn't
cool.
know that. It's
That is
cool.
cool. All right. Who fiddled while Rome burned?
Nero.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Crime-fighting cartoon dog with the initials SD on his collar.
Anybody out there?
Scooby-Doo.
That's easy.
Scooby-Doo.
Should've known that.
All right.
Where are you?
Here's the question of contention.
Yes.
All right,
All right.
well, listen to the question.
What's the total number of dots on a pair of dice?
A pair of dice.
A pair of dice, so that's
Boom.
42.
There you go.
Yes.
42.
We were arguing because I said, well, it's 21. You said, no, it isn't. I said, it's a trick question then.
We had
No,
to
it
listen
isn't.
to
I
the
didn't,
question.
I didn't
You
hear him
have
say
to
pair.
listen.
I didn't hear him say pair either.
42.
If he would have said if you add up opposite sides of a dice, what number do you get? It's always 7.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
true. If
Otherwise,
I would've-
they're wrong.
If I would have wanted the number on one die.
A die.
A die. Because dice is plural for die.
Okay.
Didn't know that.
Don't
either.
ask me why.
We got the right answer.
And
though.
according
That's
to the
all that
old
really
proverb,
counts.
to which European capital city do all roads lead?
I'm going to try Paris.
Rome.
Rome.
All roads lead to Rome.
Oh, baby. Sort of like...
We blasted through those.
well, yes, you did. like all roads lead to Fairfield, right?
Tipperary.
Right. Except
Tipperary. That's where they all live.
They're all ice covered and slick.
Did you have a rough time getting here this morning, Tom?
I had a relatively easy time getting here today. I got out. Well, see, yesterday when we got home, when I got home around 12:15, we didn't have electricity.
No kidding. I didn't know that. Here? You're not far from the studio.
I'm not far from the studio. No, it's just Manor East. And so we waited and waited and waited, and I was like, finally, okay, we're going to Taco for lunch. So everybody get dressed, and then we're getting dressed, and we're about ready to leave, and the power flickers, and I was like, uh-oh. But no, we went to Taco. So when we got home, power's back on.
Excuses, huh?
So I had to get out into the snow yesterday, or into the rain yesterday, and that kept the car mostly snow covered.
Okay.
So,
well, I'll tell you what, to wrap up, I do want to...
Real quick, though, I just got another cancellation.
Okay, go ahead.
Jasper Jeff girls basketball and Jasper boys basketball tonight are canceled.
Don't they just normally get canceled when school's out?
You would think so, but sometimes that just doesn't happen.
That's not the case.
Let's be
That
redundant.
is not the case. So I just wanted to
I
throw
appreciate
that
it.
out there for you.
Okay.
In the meantime, we really appreciate the early call by superintendents. Really appreciate the fact that people have gone to our website instead of calling us to say, "Hey, let me ask you if you go to
school today."
Really appreciate that, and so I mean, it's a very
and I appreciate the people using our website to email us at WFIWclosings at originalcompany.com. So that has really been handy.
Now, Ken Odie's gone tomorrow.
Right.
Lisa Konopasic's going to be here tomorrow. Oh. So K-O-N-O, Kono, Wednesday.
Okay.
How does that sound? All right.
All righty.
Take
See
care.
you
Thanks,
tomorrow.
Tom. Thank you.
No problem.
Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
News